What's up, citizens? This is President Vochelli, back with another episode of ORAS Mega Evolution Analyses. So I am joined by
Mr. Smockle,
McGurganatorZX,
and Arbokbackwards. And as a special guest, we also have the Eevee Maiden. She will be making occasional comments.
yes. So, anyways, what we're going to be talking about today are Mega Latios and Latias. Now, they were actually found in the Pokemon X and Y game data, and they're mega evolutions for legendary Pokemon, and they're disgusting.
on disc DLC. Shame on you, Game Freak. Shame on you.
I mean, technically every legendary's been on this DLC since forever. Even Mew on Red and Blue was that.
Well, I mean, but even so, I mean, these guys are, as Vochelli said earlier, these guys are disgusting.
I mean, personally, I think, judging from nothing other than their designs, I think they're pretty lame. They look exactly the same, first off.
Yeah.
Supersonic jet fighters.
Supersonic warrior, deep in space and time.
Brianna, I mean, Jesus. The Eevee Maiden said that, what did you say?
They look like really awkward planes. Just there.
Well, their arms turn into wings, so...
Basically, it's
The design is just really awkward. They look like floating devices that you'd see in a pool.
yeah, they
Well, hey, I guess they're just designed to go into the danger zone.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah!
No, you know what they look like. Okay, so if you've ever played Spore before, you know how you could like drag like limbs and stuff.
Yep.
It looks like they took someone dragged the wings down to their arms, and that's just what happened.
Yep.
Now, in case you have noticed, yes, we're talking about Latios and Latias' designs as a group because they're pretty much exactly the same. See,
They are.
It's not pretty much, they are exactly. I think Latias might be slightly smaller than Latios in its Mega, but that's really it. Yeah, they have the same color, their eyes look the same, their body shape is exactly the same. I mean, the only thing... Yeah, they're just... Why?
Continue. Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted you.
No, it's just that these two are exactly the same.
so
in
anyway,
design.
we don't exactly like their design, but do we like how they can fight? So let's start with Latios.
Actually, I really like Mega Latios, because it has 80 base HP, that didn't change. It gets a nice 40 points in attack, bringing it to 130. Its defense goes up 20 points to 100. Special attack goes up 30 points to 160. And special defense goes up 10 points to 120. Speed doesn't change. But this thing becomes a ridiculous attacker.
It's a mixed special sweeper.
Yeah, and 160 special attack is going to hit hard, especially when you're basing that off of a Draco Meteor.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a mixed sweeper, not special sweeper. That defeats the point of the mixed. Sorry.
This guy's going to be a quick special sweeper. I mean, he has defensive stats that he can use, which is fine.
You can take a hit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, his
Definitely.
defenses aren't shoddy at all. It's just the fact that Dragon's Psychic, I mean, it's not wholly the best or the worst defensive type. It just sort of is what it is. I mean, it hits a lot of things really hard. It gets hit really hard, so it's a double-edged sword.
I feel like it's the problem with Mega Latios is that it's gonna have a hard time sticking up to powerful fairies like Mega Gardevoir and the occasional Slurpuff. But I mean,
yeah, that and a powerful dark type move. Even
yeah.
if it's going to be catching a sucker punch from something like Cacturn,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because it's not even in the same tier, it'd be kind of weird. But I mean, if it catches a physical attack, even if it's got 100 defense, base wise, it's still going to hurt.
Cough, cough. Mega Kangaskhan Sucker Punch. Cough.
Yeah.
Destroy it.
It's gone.
Honestly,
Yep.
the thing seems pretty generic to me. I mean, yeah, it has high special attack, but so does every other dragon ever. So
Yeah.
I'm really hard pressed to see anything unique about this guy. I mean, what does it have that other better things don't have?
Now, actually,
can
what,
ride it
what
on
comes
the
to mind for
overworld.
me is, the thing is, when you have the Mega Stone on Mega Latias, you can't have
use
Choice
Soul Dew.
Scarf on it.
No.
Which that's what made Latios so dangerous, because if you put a Choice Scarf on, it's already high speed, and it will in almost all circumstances hit you first with a Draco Meteor, and ow.
Well, because its speed stat doesn't increase as well, I mean, that's sort of insult to injury, don't you think?
And its HP isn't very good either, especially for a Mega.
I mean, there are Megas with better, there are Megas with worse.
Yeah, but
80's
I feel like if it
passable.
got a boost to its HP, it might have been more viable.
Again, it's passable. You can't really change HP with a Mega Evolution, but seeing it get a stat boost in this generation might have been a bit nicer because of how much attention it's getting.
Yeah.
Yes, because you can ride this thing around above, in the skies of Hoenn, and go wherever you
In
want,
the cutscenes,
and
I
fight
believe.
legendary Pokemon.
That's actually kind of for a little bit later, though, isn't it? Isn't it?
But anyways, can we think of anything that Mega Latios can do better than regular Latios?
Not really. I mean, it hits harder and it can take a couple more hits, maybe, but I mean, it's not faster. That's why Mega Latios was not Mega Latios. Normal Latios was so good because you had the Choice Scarf option. Because you don't have that option anymore, you just gotta send them out Mega and pray that you're able to take someone down before they take you down. The plus is you don't have to wait for your speed stat to increase the next turn because its speed stat doesn't change.
I guess the possible thing you could do is a mind game with this guy. Your opponent wouldn't know if you're running the Choice Scarf or the Mega Stone.
Well,
They
then
would
you-
assume you have Choice Scarf on it, and then switch out into into something to counter that, and then you Mega Evolve and bust their wall down.
Well, on that logic, you wouldn't lead with Draco Meteor. You'd have to lead with like an HP Fire or Psyshock or something. You just couldn't lead with Draco Meteor in that instance.
No, I mean, it nerf your stats right off the bat.
Exactly. So it seems like it's a really weird trade-off for having the ability to Mega.
Yeah, I mean, and also, it also has Levitate again. I mean, it didn't even change abilities.
Yeah, but Levitate is useful.
It's useful, but I don't know.
At least you don't end up catching Earthquakes to the face.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always a plus. Earthquake is the best move in the game, so...
I would definitely disagree with that, but that's not what this video is about.
That's a fair statement.
So,
We could go on for days.
so anyways, of course, this is gonna end. This thing's gonna end up in like Ubers, because, well, it's legendary. Well,
Yeah.
well, then again, Latios isn't Uber itself, right?
Yeah, Latios is OU, from what I can tell.
No, that's right, because it says so on the Smogan page here. And Smogan's word
Yeah, thank
is
you.
law.
Oh,
To be
yeah.
fair, though, in terms of stats, Latios especially, maybe not Latias, but Latios should probably be Ubers, but isn't, because the mods at Mogan like it.
It's true, though.
Same thing with those annoying genies, which are everywhere in OU.
Yeah, that's also for another time.
So,
But-
anyways,
yeah.
yeah, Mega Latios, yeah, it hits harder, but you can't put the Choice Scarf on it, and that's bad. Any other comments before we move on?
Nah, I think you nailed it.
And
Okay, well, Latias might be a little bit more interesting. Whereas Latios is based on power, Latias is more based on more based on defenses, especially special defense.
Yeah.
I really like Latias's spread much better, just because it can take a hit more, and it also still has pretty good special attack and decent attack. I mean, it doesn't hit as hard as a Mega Latios, but at least it can take much more of a hit.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like Mega Latios as a stat spread personally. I mean, it gets 20 more points to attack, 30 to defense, 30 to special attack, 20 to special defense, and again, none to speed. But this Pokemon was designed to take more hits than Latios in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still going to see the same defog, sort of Draco Meteor, HP, whatever set that people tend to run with Latios, but this is going to be a bit more defensive. This is going to be a bit more of a wall.
This will be more of an offensive wall, I'd say.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because
I can see
140 special attack is nothing to laugh at.
No, it is not shabby.
Yeah, but also this thing has access to great supporting moves and a healing move like Defog. That is always an amazing move.
Yeah, this Pokemon it
Roost.
also gets Roost. I mean, that's just an option.
I mean, for
and it can also
defensive
calm
ball,
mind in
Roost
case
would
you
have
need
to
any
be
more
required.
special defense.
That's
Anyway,
true.
please go on, Mr. Smockle.
There's no reason you should run this thing without Roost. Without a recovery move, it defeats the entire purpose of a defensive Pokemon.
Yeah.
You should never, ever run a defensive Pokemon without at least some form of recovery.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not very complicated. I think this thing is just a straight up uber offensive wall. That's basically it with Mega Latios. I mean,
Yeah, this.
No,
Yeah, this
there's no way in the distortion world this thing is Uber. This thing is OU at best.
what? I don't agree with that at all.
No way this thing is Uber. Latias had a hard enough time staying in OU anyway. A lot of people predicted it was going to fall down to UU. It's just outclassed.
I mean, it is a good offensive wall though, and it can take a special hit, which is much more preferable to its Dragon Psychic typing because a lot of attacks that hit it are special. I mean, in all fairness, so.
And Psychic is not a great defensive typing at all. Lots of common attacks hit super effective.
I mean, yeah, but
And
the
the
fact
worst
that
thing,
it's
lots of priority attacks, like Shadow Sneak and Sucker Punch.
Sucker punches all over the place.
I mean, but having moves like Defog and Roost are able to upset that and allows you to sort of break the rhythm of what your opponent thinks you're going to do. So I think, honestly, Mega Latios is a much more effective mind game.
Yeah, I think it's more viable. It'll at least be Ubers to begin with, and maybe fall to OU. But I mean,
Okay, though here's a question we may have to ask ourselves here. Don't other Pokemon do Mega Latias's job like at the same level or even better?
Yeah.
Felicity would like to have a few words with Latias.
Mm.
Or even Eevee Champy.
Yeah.
I mean, basically what Mega Latias has over a lot of other walls is that it can also hit really hard.
Yeah, that's
But
very
then again,
true.
like I'm thinking like, oh well, you got Mega Slowbro, which is more on the defensive side, of course, but you can also up everything with Calm Mind and increase your special attack to also hit really hard.
and when you say Mega Slowbro, you mean Mega Water Pinecone, right?
Yeah, Mega Water Pinecone.
That's beautiful.
But honestly, I mean, Mega Latios is cool, and people are definitely going to use it because you can fly around on it, so people are of course going to use it. So.
And
Can
that's
you
enough for me.
actually
Honestly.
fly around on it? I thought that was only in a cutscene.
Nope. No, you get to
No.
fly around Hoenn on it.
Yeah, you can fly around the overworld on it.
Yeah, land wherever you want, and land on islands and go into certain spots where you can battle and catch legendary Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got some bad news then. You know how in every remake there's a feature they cut out?
Yeah,
Guess which feature is getting cut out? I'm calling it right here, right now.
you're
Jeez.
calling that
I
one.
know you're all right about that. Go ahead.
What?
What
Hmm?
is the feature?
What? The flying around thing,
I do.
like that.
No,
That's getting-
they've already documented that too much for that to be taken out.
Yeah, it's not gonna be removed in any shape or form.
We'll see.
I mean, it's probably going to be really clunky to control, but I don't think it's going to be cut.
Would you care to make a wager?
I would not care to wager. I don't have any muns to wager.
I wasn't talking to you.
Okay, and
Oh,
anyways,
yeah.
I think we basically finished the analysis. So Latios loses some great potential without Choice Scarf, and it just hits hard. That's about it. Latias, it can take better hits, but there's probably other Pokemon that can do that too. But you might be able to find a use for it as a very bulky attacker.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, all right. Any last comments?
Nope, I'm good.
Pretty straightforward.
Supersonic warrior, deep in space and time. Supersonic warrior, forever on your mind. Nothing can survive the will to stay alive.
Hey.
I am done singing.
Hey.
Okay. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, logical thing to do is to press that like button and share this video with others so that just increase the viewer base, spread the word. Much appreciated.
Just because
Yeah, subscribe to stay updated on more videos like these and my other content. Look in the description below to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and also to check out my guest content. And that should be it.
Yep.
So hey,
Yeah.
again, thank you very much for watching, and this has been President Vochelli and guests signing out.
Yep.